Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn, November 27, 2024. Mercury turns retrograde today, and will remain retrograde until December 15th, effectively extending Mercury's transit of your sector of home and personal life. While there can be some mechanical issues or delays to manage, it's a great time for seeing your life from an entirely different perspective, particularly your emotional experience and matters related to family and home. It's a useful time for processing and digesting recent events. You may be waiting for an answer, particularly related to home or work, but this affords you time to reconsider options. Past errors can crop up, but instead of stressing yourself out too much, take advantage of the time you have to reevaluate what you are doing. New initiatives are not wise at the moment. However, reworking and reorganizing your home can be especially fruitful in the coming 3 weeks. Today is better for taking stock rather than pushing something forward. A whole new energy has been radiating in the cosmos, and you will most certainly have noticed it by now. Mighty Mars, the warrior god planet of sex, passion, and drive, has taken a turn down a dark corner to enter your solar of privacy and solitude. To be honest, this energy will likely cause you to choose to take more time for yourself as you vision board how you'd like to improve your sex and romantic life in the year to come. As much as you're known for spicy hookups and fast-paced love rampages when you're single, this energy will make you decide it's time to prioritize alone time instead. Couples can use this fuel to be intimate and discuss their dreams and fears. Everything could feel overwhelming today. You may feel like your work and life balance has gone out the window, as the moon in your sign squares Jupiter retrograde in Gemini and Mercury in Sagittarius. It might feel like everything has come down to you. You could be in charge of so many responsibilities at home and work. If you feel overstimulated, then it is time for you to assert better boundaries. You have to ask for a better work and life balance by claiming what you can do at home and in your career path. There are, thankfully, many ways to keep routine and structure interesting. If you are someone who enjoys yoga, there are many different methods to choose from, and different positions to choose from within one method. If you enjoy running or walking, there are as many paths to take as there are days in the year. Keep variety as part of your routine so that you do not get bored. It's best to limit your choice of times, however. Choose a morning and an evening time and alternate between them. This is a day filled with your own vibration. And this can only mean one thing: plenty of energy. Of the major challenges for ES is to learn how to balance the outpouring of energy. Many tend to be rather selfless, giving far more to everyone else than to themselves. The problem with this is that without giving enough to yourself, you run the risk of burning out, not to mention building a reserve of resentment and anger. Learn to be able to say no from time to time without feeling guilty. Recognize that your needs are important. While the moon's return to Virgo each month is a chance to check in and get your personal bearings, there might be some mixed messages. On the one hand, a clash with both planets in your relationship sector might push some buttons, but this is the chance that you get every 4 weeks to check that you have the right balance between your own and your relationship needs. With the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, still in your communication sector, she is on hand to keep the communication lines open. Meanwhile, this is putting the focus on the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence before heading into some important days across the income, work, and career fronts. 3 days after the Sun left your communication sector, the Moon, making its monthly visit to Virgo, is putting pressure on the planets in your relationship sector. Fortunately, the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, is still there and able to give any buttons this might push a voice. At the same time, the Moon is connecting with planets that are bringing the spirit of romance and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. Are you ready for a cosmic shift? Today marks the start of the final Mercury retrograde of the year, as Mercury stations retrograde in the bold and adventurous sign of Sagittarius. For the next 2.5 weeks, You might encounter some of the classic challenges associated with this celestial event: miscommunications, travel hiccups, and yes, a fair share of technical glitches. And with the holiday season in full swing, it might feel like the universe has turned the chaos dial up a notch. But here's the good news: this doesn't have to be a time of frustration. With a little preparation, a dash of humor, and the right mindset, you can not only survive this retrograde but thrive during it. Think of this period as a road trip where the GPS unexpectedly reroutes you, or your perfectly curated playlist skips your favorite song. Frustrating? Sure. But these moments of inconvenience can lead to surprising discoveries: a scenic detour you'd have otherwise missed, a new song that becomes your next favorite, or even a story you'll laugh about later. Miscommunications might pop up, especially with loved ones or colleagues, but these moments also offer opportunities to deepen your connections. For instance, an unclear text or email might spark a conversation that clarifies not just the issue at hand but also the dynamics of your relationship. Similarly, travel delays, while inconvenient, could lead to unexpected adventures or meaningful encounters. With the hustle and bustle of the holidays, Mercury retrograde might feel like an extra challenge, but it's also a chance to slow down and reflect. Not everything has to go according to plan. If your carefully crafted itinerary gets derailed, try to see it as an opportunity to embrace spontaneity. Flexibility is your superpower right now. Take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you slowed down long enough to share a heartfelt dream or fear with someone you trust? These honest, vulnerable moments can create deep, lasting bonds, and this retrograde is the perfect time for them. Sagittarius is all about vibrant, adventurous energy, and you might feel inspired to take on the world, whether it's starting a new fitness routine, diving into a big project, or planning a spontaneous getaway. And that's amazing. But even the most enthusiastic adventurer needs rest. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Early morning exercise can be a great way to channel restless energy, but it doesn't have to be intense. Maybe start with a gentle yoga session, a brisk walk through your neighborhood, or even a few minutes dancing to your favorite song. These small acts of movement can boost your mood and set the tone for a positive day. On the professional front, your ideas and efforts are being noticed. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius encourages you to speak your truth and share your ideas with confidence. Whether it's presenting a proposal, contributing to a team project, or simply brainstorming your next steps, your thoughtful approach will help you shine. Just remember, enthusiasm is fantastic, but avoid letting it tip into arrogance. A collaborative, composed attitude will win support and open doors. When it comes to finances, this retrograde is a time for careful consideration. Maybe you're eyeing a holiday sale or thinking about a small investment. Take a moment to research and seek advice from trusted sources before making a move. Thoughtful planning now can set you up for long-term success. Amid the whirlwind of retrograde and holiday season energy, it's essential to carve out moments of peace and joy for yourself. Whether it's an evening spent laughing with loved ones, playing a favorite board game, or indulging in a creative hobby like painting or baking, these moments recharge your spirit and remind you of what truly matters. Picture this: a cozy evening at home, the room filled with laughter, a warm drink in your hands, and your favorite people by your side. These are the grounding moments that can make even the most chaotic times feel meaningful. If you're craving solitude, use this time to reflect on your goals and dreams. Journaling can be especially powerful during Mercury retrograde, helping you uncover fresh insights and set intentions for the year ahead. Grab a pen and let your thoughts flow. You might be surprised at what you discover.